Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Fielded in the end zone. It's York. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. First down here for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up.
Boy, Chris, just watching this first play, this battle with the line of scrimmage in such a big game is going to be fascinating and go a long way in determining who wins this game.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught quickly. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
On 3rd and short, to try to pick it up on the ground. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back and coming up with that conversion.
On 1st and 10 here, we're going to throw the ball. And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Great conversion here for this Washington offense and another first down. And I'll tell you, this guy's living up to the expectations of a Washington quarterback. They've had some great play out of that position over the years.
Well, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and rhythm of an offense. You've got to get some tackles for loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Bringing pressure. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage here. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Throws it to the right. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
Quick throw to his receiver. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll start off with a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They've got him, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it about the 27.
Good job here by the quarterback putting that ball in the air where the receiver can make a play on it. And I'll tell you, Florida State has had some great receivers over the years, and this kid is really living up to that.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. There's the handoff. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Getting set. Here's second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. He shreds the tackle. And that run produces a decent gain.
I feel like they call that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Quarterback will throw it off the one-pass option. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
Chris, in my opinion, what we just witnessed is one of the toughest things to do in football as a defender, and that's making an open field tackle. A lot of times, those one-on-one matchups against shifty receivers, the receiver wins. This time, let's tip our cap to that defender. Great play.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Never underestimate a defensive lineman's ability to play the passing lanes. Smart defensive linemen keep an eye on the quarterback, and if they see the ball coming out, they're able to get those big, long arms up and try to get a piece of it.
Offense looking to convert on third and short from 27. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Third down, out of the shotgun. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Well, that's an incompletion. That'll bring up fourth down and makes you wonder if the offensive coordinator is reevaluating. Maybe a run there might have been the safer call.
They went for it and failed on fourth down earlier. Let's see if they fail better here. Looking to throw yet again. Pressure is coming. He's brought down. A sack for the defense coming up big on this fourth down play.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off and try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Fires it. Pass caught. Can he get in? He will score. Touchdown, Florida State. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Washington offense is back out on the field now. Last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he dumps it off to the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Huskies. Now the important point after attempt. There's the point after. kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Makes it with the 16. That's good coverage there. This should be the last play of the quarter. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Handoff running right. And he'll pick up the first down. Stopped at the 27.
Another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. I'll tell you, he's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
A solid run, good for first down yardage. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. And just like that, in one play, they moved into scoring position at the 23.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
They'll run it from the gun. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8. The Seminoles are going to take advantage of this red zone trap. Looking to pass here on second down. The pocket breaking down. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Third down play for this offense. Back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown. No.
Great job here by the play caller going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. Very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Washington offense heads back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? He'll hand it off. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They look to throw it here on second down. Looking to make a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. And they're able to tack on the extra point. BAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. The gain is 2 yards, so it's second and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run in the previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And the pass is dropped incomplete, but it had a huge gain. He's high off the ball.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, just what they wanted. We got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
He cannot be serious. This coach is going to go for it, back up to his own end zone. Needs a completion here on fourth down. He's got a lot of time. Now sends this one deep to the right. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down. This drive keeps going.
Well, the defense is in the right coverage here. It looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Offense getting set. Second down play here. From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Just a great play by the running back here. Finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
The Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment for this important play. 8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
That huge play sets up a great opportunity. First and goal just outside the 5. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage, but he should have left the ball in the end zone. And the Huskies offense is back out on the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And he lobs it deep down the middle. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. second down and 10. Play action fake. Looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Oh, a throwaway there. Gave up on the play. And now it's going to bring up third down.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback.
Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Football comes out. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Huskies will kick this away to get the second half going. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. He shreds the tackle. Brought down after a solid run by the senior. This offense continues to roll. We wondered would this defense come up with some answers at halftime. Not on that play.
Now, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
The offense now looking at a third and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. He has first down yardage at the 36.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Looking to throw it on first down. Comes up with the catch. Breaks loose at the 40. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw. You can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee. A quarterback that can make throws like this.
Hands off to the left. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Here's a target, and it's complete. Touchdown, Florida State. This quarterback on fire today. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Washington offense retakes the field here. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Fighting him off. Gets some space around the 30. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play.
Man, this guy can fly. He gets one crease in the defense, and phew, he is gone. This guy is as fast as there is in the game.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? An inside give now from the shotgun. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got
touchdown, Huskies. Strong game by this quarterback. Extra point try coming now. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Now they get set to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. They start the drive, giving the ball to the receiver in an end around. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
I'm a fan of any time you can get the ball into his hands. I think it's a win. Didn't go for a huge amount of yards, but it's the threat of what it potentially can do, and it gives him another opportunity to get his hands on the football.
Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense, surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. Try and muscle for the 1st down. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go. Check this out. The offense still on the field, going for it inside their own 30. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, I know analytics are going to tell you to go for it on 4th and inches. It's just a little bit scarier doing it in your own territory. But listen, if you trust your offense and you trust the preparation you've had in these kind of short yardage situations, I say if they get another one of these, they go for that one too, because it clearly has worked out for them.
Looking to pass this time. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. And the single back takes the handoff. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from a 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
The Noles are going to keep this drive rolling. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense sets up for play number 8 on this drive. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Oh, it's incomplete. A rare drop from an excellent wide receiver. Brings up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you've got to have to come up with and make a catch.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Rolling the dice a bit. Up 1 possession and going for it on 4th down. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Finds his man, has the 1st down. He make the tackle, but he easily gets 1st down yardage. Drive keeps going.
Oh, the defense blows an opportunity. You get them the 4th down, a chance to get the ball back to your offense, and instead it's a 1st down, and now this one could be over.
Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. Toss play to the outside. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Noles.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield. That's why he got that ball to the end zone.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Washington offense is back out on the field now. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. The Huskies hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Tries to get it to the running back. He's got it for a big gain. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new 1st down.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. That's a fly to the wideout. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
You make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Oh, and it's a 1st down drop. Traffic over the middle. So second down after the incompletion. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. It's a fumble. The offense falls on the fumble. Keeps possession. Washington getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Well, the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long. And now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Now it's second down here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. This is a big third down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the offense will just take a knee. Second down after that previous play. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job with the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
And the back now goes in motion. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They've been very efficient. 3 for 4 on 4th down. Now they're going for it again. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Well, this is exactly what you should do if you want to give your opponent a chance to get back into the game. Up by a couple scores, good field position, chance to punt this ball away, rely on your defense.
He's got room, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. This offense really clicking.
Well, hold on now, Chris. We're under 2 minutes to go, and these guys will not go away. They hit this extra point, cover an onside kick. You never know.
Signs the quick throw. And he makes the 2-point conversion. The lead cut down to 6. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The ball to the ground. And the Washington offense heads back out onto the field. They've got a little time to work with, but they want to play, get closer, and then take a shot at the end zone or throw a Hail Mary now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Trying to create here on the move. Catch is made down the middle. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. And the offense will take a timeout here. 13 seconds remaining. Washington has moved into the red zone. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking for his big tight end. Touchdown, Huskies. This offense is still clicking.
What composure by this offense to now score under 15 seconds to go to tie this game up. An extra point gives him the lead and potentially the victory.
The important PAT gives him a 1-point lead here in the 4th quarter. Critical PAT up and good, and they're in front now in the final seconds. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Incomplete with 4 seconds remaining. Time for just one more play. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here.
Chris, this is it. Last shot here. Let's see if anybody can come up with a miracle play.
Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. Last gasp, ball's incomplete, and that'll do it for the game. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.